That's just how it is. It's straight up top of the hour on WSAN radio. And boy, do I have a beautiful smile to look into right about now. Miss Jinda Harris. How you doing this morning?
Good morning.
And how early you have to get up to do all this?
Oh, I woke up probably about 8 o'clock. Got a little bit of coffee.
I seen you were performing somewhere. When I got up this morning, you know, I'm up at 5:30. So I'm checking out, see what's going on. I go through Facebook, see what's going on. And I see you had a good time on August 6th. Where were you at performing?
August 6th. Was it the one where I saw you in San Antonio?
No, that was what was August 6th? That was this past weekend.
Oh, how could I forget? I did Lux.
Okay.
It's Martini and Jazz spot out here in Killeen that's brand new that opened last week. It was kind of spur of the moment, actually. I was supposed to be doing a show in South Carolina, North Augusta, South Carolina. And I was supposed to be doing that show. The show was postponed. But I ended up picking up that show like probably that day because it fell in my lap, and that's how God works, though. I was kind of devastated of not doing that show. I had built my whole show for that particular show, and it has been. I have been planning for this about 2 months. I mean, and it was going to make a whole weekend of it. We were going to the Atlanta Radio Music Awards as well on Sunday, which was last night. So it's always good to go there. We went last year, and I ended up winning 2021 Best Female Artist. So I ended up winning last year.
Yeah.
And just be able to rub arms with, the greats in the building, like Men at Large, Tony Terry. There was so many people there, from Southern Soul, from blues, Nelly Tiger Travis, Dee Simon. It was everybody. It was so many people there. But prior to that, I was invited by a singer named Mo Stovall, which is a family member. And we came out to support him. And from that, I said, man, that's a wonderful award. And for anybody that's in the Atlanta, Georgia area, it's held at Backstage Atlanta, and it's an amazing award show. Don't miss it. It's one time a year, same time, pretty much every year.
Okay. Because I was trying to figure out where you were at. So I'm adjusting the volume right here. Get that going. Okay. I'm just making sure that the volume right here. Yeah. Okay. Now see, people always chime in and say we can't hear her.
Oh, do I need to turn my volume up?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's on my end.
Okay.
And I always have no matter what, some issues always happen with Zoom and getting things hooked up with the vibe. We could see you perfectly. I could hear you. Okay. But for some reason why it won't take that other step but I got it all figured out now, so we're all good.
Okay.
So, Jinda, let me go back in the past when I first met you. Do you remember when?
You don't have to fill me in, but I do remember Jazz House Bistro.
That's it. That's exactly it. See, it didn't take too much to fill you in because I was there. I think I was running the board then when you were singing, and I was playing music in between, and you came up and you sung, and I was blown away when I first heard you sing. The first person that came to my mind when you hit that high note was Minnie Rippleton. Oh,
yeah, I sang that. We just hung out yesterday, and typically I support a lot of my fellow DJs in the area, and this is me and my husband's vacation. Used to say.
Okay.
So we hung out yesterday, and actually it was requested by someone me to sing Minnie Riperton at 1 a.m. I'm like,
oh, but I know you brought it. You brought it though.
Oh yeah. I'm paying for it like today, this morning.
Let me tell you something about this young lady here. Now, I was talking to a producer last week when I said there are studio artists and real artists, and you are a real artist because she could get up and sing a cappella anywhere. She don't need the studio to enhance her voice or anything. So that's the difference. Because there's some people who can sing in the studio, but you put them live, they're lost. Mm-hmm. You do both.
Oh,
you do
thank
both.
you.
It doesn't make a difference because when you came to that party, I was shocked to see you there, and you just picked up the mic and you just sung like it was no tomorrow.
And that was impromptu, you know, but I come prepared wherever I am because it never fails. Even when I'm just relaxing, someone happens to see me and they're like, oh, you just can't leave. You got to do at least one song. You can't go. I mean, and I'm always prepared. So we were actually having a little R&R. Me and my husband, we spent the day at SeaWorld. And I do believe Dee Dee didn't even know we were there in San Antonio.
Really?
It just happened to happen that way. And it was a beautiful party. It was amazing.
Wasn't it the way it was set up? It was nice. It was nice. So what we're going to do now is go way back.
Oh,
back into time.
Okay.
When you was a little young girl.
Okay.
How did you know that singing was for you? What was the first time you sung, not in front of your audience, but just somebody recognized and said you could sing?
It was two different times. My mom, her name is Wendy. My mom said that she heard me, and I was the age of 2, singing my heart out, a commercial tune, just commercials. She thought it was the TV. It was actually me singing, and I couldn't even say words, but I would be singing the melody and moaning. I don't even know what she said, but I just was on point with it. So I think the initial time, I come from a very musical family, but the initial time was when someone said, oh, Jinda has something. And I do believe the song was You Give Good Love from Whitney Houston. When I was probably about in 4th or 5th grade, I want to say, when that song came out. And the whole family was around. And I was extremely shy. I would sing with my back turned to everyone, my eyes closed, and the voice would come out. And but just to go backwards, I'm from Ohio. All my family, we're all from Ohio, Springfield, Ohio, and I come from a very musical family. My uncle is Aaron Blackman. He is the lead guitarist for Roger Troutman and Zapp. Oh. And he currently lives in Japan. He's been living in Japan for about 25 to 30 years. We do keep in close contact. He still does tour with like Boyz II Men. He tours with a lot of people still. He still does it strong. And my cousin, Cindy Blackman Santana, she's married to Carlos Santana.
Wow.
And she plays also the drums for Lenny Kravitz. And I have a cousin that's a jazz singer, Tracy Blackman, which is Cindy's sister. So I come from a very musical family. My dad sang, my grandmother sang, my mom didn't sing, but going forward, my mom kept me in every choir. All through elementary, I was in choir, all through, just like kind of like grooming an athlete. I was always in choir and chorus. So much so that all the way through until high school, I got a full 4-year scholarship for music and vocal technique for Morris Brown College. I wanted to study opera, and I wanted to be an opera singer. I did a lot of competitions, winning a lot of awards and things of that nature, from sight reading, from singing in different languages. The list goes on. And I mean, I just enjoy singing. I used to be extremely shy to the point where I could not open my eyes to sing in front of people or engage. But what helped me do that as I got older, I would just put myself in these Motown reviews, which when I lived in Houston, I did for a couple of years. And it actually helped me open and blossom up as an artist, because you had to come play the part I was Tina Marie in it. I was Sherilyn. I was one of the Pointer Sisters, and you had to wear the wigs, and you had to dance, and I had the fake guitar for Tina Marie, and it was all that. But
Yeah.
and I had the TSU orchestra playing behind us. It happens every year in Houston, Texas, at Herman Park. They call it the Party on the Hill, Motown Review and more. When I lived in Houston, I did that for a couple of years and absolutely helped me blossom as an artist. I would have to say that.
Wow. See, nobody knew about that. They do now. So I'm saying, was there one of those wow moments that somebody seen you sing, and they couldn't believe that you were singing that song that was coming out your mouth? Do you remember one of those moments where somebody said, wow?
Yeah.
Besides me.
I've gotten that a couple times. As an artist, you have to be really, really strong. And if you're going to sing a song from another artist, and my mind is I'm paying homage to the person that created the music. I'm not trying to duplicate or emulate, but at times it can be a good thing and it could be a bad thing. I've had both. I've had someone in awe, like, oh my gosh, I thought that was the record. That sounds amazing. You sound exactly like them. And then on the flip side, oh my gosh, she's not singing that. No, it can't be. No, she's not singing that. But I've had people that actually give me, it's the good, more of the good outweigh the bad, I should say.
Yeah.
But it makes me put my creative juices together to find my own voice. And now that I have my own material, now I know my own voice, because prior to me creating my original material, I had a couple of cover bands and we travel all over. I did all the weddings and things like that. And of course I sang all genres of music. So singing cover tunes, of course, from a consumer standpoint, they're looking at you and they expect you to sound exactly like the record, not your own personality, your own voice. They want to hear, if they hire you to sing Minnie Riperton or Whitney Houston, they expect you to sound like that person.
Right.
So I had to pull myself away as an artist and not be deemed as a person that tries to emulate someone else. And I had to find my voice, which is the hardest thing to do as an artist, especially if you grew up listening to that person. I like to say that I have different voices, but I will say just recently, in the past couple of years, I finally found my voice at the stage I am in artistry.
Yes, I would say you have. I would say, because I've been following you on Facebook, watching the places you go to, basically watching you grow.
Thank you.
And every year that goes by, it seems like you take another step up. But I got a question for you.
Okay.
Let me see here. Somebody sent this. Let me see exactly what they said. Okay. They asked, has there ever been a moment where equipment failure hit? And when it did hit, did you proceed singing, or did you wait till everything was back together again? Because I know when technical difficulties happen, I am a testimony right here on this radio show. Things go crazy and I gotta hurry up and get it going and keep on going. I guess when I was in church Saturday, the key word was resilient. Mm-hmm. What does it mean? And so we went and I was listening to everybody talk. Said, I do that every day. You got to react quick on certain things and get going. You know, it's time to think, but no time to think, if I'm making any sense to you. Yeah. So what was the time something happened like that you had to step up real quick and boom?
Ooh, it just happened last year, actually. I was doing a show in Houston, Texas, and I was on the stage performing, and I was mid-singing. Now, let me tell you what I was singing. I was singing Lisa Fisher, How Can I Ease the Pain? And when it came to the part where she had to sing that, When she had to hit that high note, now I can't sing this morning, but when she hit that high note, the power, everything went out. And the women were anticipating me hitting this high note that's like a high whistle tone note that I needed the microphone. I needed my microphone to execute it perfectly because I had the right blend of acoustics and all that in the microphone, and it was going to make it sound whoa. But it got to the part where the climax of the song and the whole sound machine went dead. Nothing, no sound, no music, no nothing. I kept it rolling. I sang that song, boy, like I had so many dynamics on my voice, and the whole place went crazy. The lady sang the background in the audience, and it was like never missed a beat. We completed the song, but the next day I was hoarse. I had no voice left. But that goes to show you got to keep on going. You can't think, oh my gosh, there's been times where I think the worst thing, people hire you for gigs as an artist. Me and my husband, we have all the state-of-the-art equipment. We could do our own shows. We've done plenty of times. We have everything. And a lot of times people call, and then we don't have to bring anything, but I'll bring my mics. I bring mics everywhere I go, my own, you know. Yeah. But I say, I think people have to know if they're a promoter and they're hiring sound people or they're hiring DJs, they need to understand, the DJ needs to understand vocalists. They need to understand the needs of a vocalist. I think the hard time is hard to explain and express what you need from a DJ that just really knows bass. They just really know sound, but they don't really know the dynamics of a vocalist voice and what we need. And then a lot of times promoters are so diligent in wanting to put on a show, but not thinking about the equipment. They can have karaoke equipment, you know, not to knock it, because I have a lot of friends, Karaoke DD for one, that's an amazing karaoke DJ with the best equipment ever, immaculate. But she's not in that category. But I have been working with some, and I have been at shows where they have a DJ that they got really cousin Cliff that they hire.
That's not for all Cliffs out there, all right?
Not for all the Cliffs. But they got him for pretty much on free, for a free plate, you know, and the equipment sounds so bad. And then people, the first impression to me is a lasting impression. And people that are not musically inclined and don't really have an ear for music, but they know if you're good or bad, they automatically deem you as bad, but the equipment is faulty. So there's been plenty of times where I've actually started on the microphone and I ended not on the mic at all. I'm just singing a cappella, just out in the air.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. Because I pride myself on having the best equipment when I go out. So
yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Because I pride myself. I bought a wireless mic system that a choir could use. I went out and got the best can get. So when I go out, somebody hired me to do a wedding, and there's going to be singers. I have the singers come in to do a sound check. I have them come in, do the sound check, a little reverb here, a little there, and all that. We get everything together. Then I save it. So when they come back again, I hit a button. It all goes back to where the setting was at, and it's done. But I hear you. I've been to some place. I said, you're kidding me, right? You're kidding me. This big old place, and you just have that, I call it a Magnavox. You remember those back in the days? Yes. The one system that does everything. I said, you're kidding me, right? You got a singer come on to sing this that's going to blow your speakers up if they hit a high note and this stuff. So when I went out and I started looking, I seen the best. Well, at that time, I couldn't afford the best. Right. But I got the second best that sound like the best.
That's right.
And so I went on and started just getting more equipment. So right now, I do believe in my heart that I go to any nightclub and set up and blow it out.
That's right. Yes.
And the singer would come on and sing, do a quick sound check. Boom, we're done.
that's one thing as I'm big on sound checks, for shows. And that's
Yeah.
one thing as a singer, that's the least of your worries you need to worry about when you get up there. I like to get up there knowing, okay, whoo, oh, Ronald's there. Oh, I know my sound's gonna be on point. I don't like to get there and say, okay, we're gonna do a sound check. It still sounds something's not right. And then they're looking at you, you're looking at them, and it's like, I'm not I don't, so I as an artist, I think a lot of times people don't put that into play when they hire.
Right.
Hey, is my sound on point? She's gonna need the sound to sound right now, so yeah.
And I know singers, when they sing and they turn on, they look at you, it's just the expression that they look at you that you got to adjust something. I try to have a monitor in front of them. I try my best to put a monitor, no matter what. I have it sitting right there and ready to go. And they just look at you and they may just do this to you. That means cut up the monitor a little bit more. Or they may look at you, if you know them, or add a little reverb to it, just a touch. So as it's going along, see, sometimes you don't have time for a sound check. That person grabbed the mic up there singing, and being somebody into music and knowing singers, like I come from a background with not singers, but musicians, and I sort of see what they need and what they want. So a singer come grab the mic right away and you don't know them from Adam, but when they start singing, and if you realize that, you know what to adjust. The number one mistake that people use, call themselves make you sound good, they add that bass.
Right.
They add that bass. It should be no bass in there when you're singing.
Absolutely. I tried to tell so many, and mainly the people that I tried to tell are, of course, they don't know vocals, and I'm not down in DJs, but majority of them are DJs. It's all about the bass.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I'm like, no, when you're singing, I don't need to hear boom, 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 boom. No, I just need to hear the crispness.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
So you take the bass out the mic, because with my mixer, it's got all that on there, bass, mid-range, and I may bump the mid-range up a little bit, but I'll turn the bass completely off on the mic. And a little bit like, then I cut the bass down on the main one. Like you said, you don't want to hear that boom, boom, boom. You want to hear that coming across crystal clear.
Right. Yes.
So some of the adversities that you ran across, what would you think? Let me ask you this question. Has it been a moment in your life when something happened and you said, I'm not doing that anymore? That was just, I can't do that anymore. Then you go back and think about it and realize it was a bad day.
I think a lot of times, often, as an artist, you always try to, I can speak for myself. You want to be the best every time. And I understand sometimes you can't. My husband, one thing, he is a critical thinker. He sits very quiet, but he listens and he watches everyone around. And he will let me know. And it's a team of two. So he would be like, oh, baby, tonight wasn't your best night. Could you hear yourself with the monitor? Could you, he's just like, yeah, you need to get back in. You need to rehearse that one a little bit more. And then a lot of times he's like, oh, you did amazing. You did amazing. But I can say I'm my worst critic on myself. I can't watch myself. I cannot watch myself shows. People send me, girl, I recorded you. Look, I can't, because I'm critical. Like even when we go out, I love, like in my downtime, I love to go watch live music, live bands. Not necessarily, I don't want to, every time, they see me, I don't want to sing. It's just support. I just want to come out, enjoy, rest my vocals, just look, And my husband says, you still can't, even though you're relaxing, you still thinking about, oh, they need to turn their mic up. Oh, it's too much. My mind is still working. Like I'm going to be performing, or I'm looking at them like, ooh, his mic is not right. Oh, this.
Yeah.
I can't stop. I can't ever shut it off because I'm a perfectionist by nature. And that's the thing. And no one's perfect. but I strive to be excellent and give everybody all I have every time I sing. So.
You know, I have to do the same thing when I go somewhere and I say, don't they hear that hum? It's humming. Don't they hear that? When the music stops, it's a hum. And I be saying, and my wife and friends would tell me, leave it alone.
That's my husband. He does that.
But I can't. I want to go up there to him so bad. Is it grounded? What's wrong? Can I help you? But I have to sit back and bite my tongue.
That's what I do. My husband gives me that look like, you're off. You're not singing. Don't worry about it. Just let it go.
And my wife give me that look too. She's got that look that she gives me that really don't pay too much attention to. I tell her that. But she'll give me that look and say, sit back and enjoy yourself. It's very rare that I'm out somewhere that I'm not actually doing anything. So when I do go out somewhere, I'm criticizing when I shouldn't be. I should be sitting there having fun. But it's hard to. You can't take that hat off. I feel you on that. So what are your projects coming up? Where are you going to be at when the fall come around and down the line?
I have a lot of things coming up. I do believe I will be in Shreveport in September. But before then, at the end of this month, August 27th, I'll be back out there in San Antonio. And I will be at Third Coast Wings and Daiquiri, and I'm doing an R&B show, Explosion, with Boss Man Music. And I will also be shooting my music video for Lover's Groove. So I'm excited about that.
Lover's Groove, I played that song for, I know a lot of steppers, and I played that song for them. I said, you need to get this. You need to start playing this. It's a perfect stepping beat.
Yeah.
And a lot of them agreed to it too. So be looking out, because some steppers may reach out to you to perform at their events.
I would love it. I feel like I found my lane with this stepping. The sound. I love the fact when we recorded the song, me and my husband wrote this song, and it was on a whim. We were in the studio with musicians, and they're all live instrumentation in the studio. There's nothing digitally done. And I love that. The sound is so much better, so much fuller. I felt like I was a part of Earth, Wind, and Fire with all the everything that's going on. So we got in there and we just felt it. And, you know, they were just creating the sound, and I was just, you know, ad-libbing and adding all this. And I just got a pen and paper. Me and my husband just started writing, and I went into the studio and I recorded it. And in Dallas, Music Access. And Chad Sterick is the producer of it. And the other two gentlemen, I always get their names mixed up, but they helped me on Vibe as well. They worked out Vibe. But Lover's Groove, it came out Valentine's weekend, and it's went straight up since then. It hit to the UK, and at 8 weeks straight, it started at 27, went to number 2. And it stayed there for 8 weeks. So I was very excited about that. And I've done numerous interviews over, you know, just overseas podcasts. I've done a couple of those, and as well as just different people have reached out to me about the song. It's not out on, you know, I'm going to have it ready to sell, but it's part of my new album that's coming out. So I was going to do it as a single. So I don't know yet. It's all about the discretion of the people that I'm working with. So, but I love the song. I feel like I found my lane, you know, when it comes to the swinging, the stepping sound.
Yes.
My sound right there to me.
Because it is a sound. A lot of people don't know it. It is a sound, a distinctive sound. So when I heard it, I said, okay. As a matter of fact, it's in my rotation now.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's in my rotation. And I talk about you almost every day on my show. And I highlighted your song, your record today. I said record, CD. So you know I'm old. I'm saying record.
I say albums. What is that?
Yeah.
What is that? I said albums. Oh
yeah, I say same thing. Well, didn't the kids call it mixtapes when CDs? I mean, cassettes are out, mixtapes. But I played it this morning, and I told everybody she'd be the guest on. And I told them, if you want to chime in and ask questions, don't hesitate to do that. And but I Googled you. No, not Googled you. Let me put it this way. I YouTube you just to see the music you have out there. You got quite a few songs out there.
Yes.
You got quite a few.
I have a lot. I have new shirts that I had made, and I had put all my songs. The only one that's not on there is, I don't think it's Vibe, but I did put all of my songs on the shirt. You can't really see it because of the deal, but all my songs on there. I probably have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 songs of my own, but that's just half of the songs that I have. I've put out so many different CDs. I have My Arrival. I have Phoenix.
I like that one.
And my very first baby is It's Me. So, yeah. But I, you know, this musical journey has really, really been awesome. I sang background for Ollie Woodson of the Temptations for years before he passed, and I learned a lot from him. I pretty much stopped singing when my father passed away in 2006. I just focused on raising my boys, and they're all grown now. It's, you know, and I'm enjoying life. When I got with my husband, actually, our first date when we got together, he heard me sing. I suppressed it. I never sang a note for him, but we were out, and when he heard me sing, he said, "What? I'm going to get all of this equipment. We're going to get us a band. We're going to do this." And I'm like, eh. So my husband, he pretty much put that in me, because when my father passed away, I just was like, you know, I just did not want to do it. And he helped me. He pulled me out with the grace of God. And my husband, of course, he's my number one support. And he might be biased. Yeah, because it's his wife. I'm his wife.
Now,
he thinks I'm the best in the world.
I met your husband the first time I met you, and I could see that, you know how you can look in people's eyes and you can see that glimmer when he looks at you. And I said, those two not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. And I will say he is your number one fan. And from talking to him the other day here, when we talked again, and he is so full of life, and he has that spunk. I mean, he's got that, it's hard to describe, but he's got that get up and go for you. He just, and I can see him being your inspiration on down times.
He is.
I can see him doing that. And that's what God does. He send people your way. When you think it's your darkest moment, he'll send people your way for you to see the light again. And that's what I see in him with you.
Yes, yes. And, you know, it's just a beautiful, God knew what I wanted. And I was married before, and I didn't have that support. So I pretty much stopped. When I married my husband, we've been married close to 10 years, but we've been together way longer than that, probably 12 years together in totality. But when I say that my husband has been a light, he has been a definite light to me, and helped me regain more of the confidence back into my vocals, because my father, even though I had my voice from my father, I just wish that my dad was around to see his daughter music videos and doing that. But I know in my heart that he is, and I'm daddy's little girl, always will be.
Yes.
So yeah, that's just it. But I do love this journey. This journey has showed me so much. I've worked with some of the best. I've been around with some of the best legends. You know, the legendary. Who can say? I can say. Oh, the legendary Ruth Davis wrote me an amazing song. He's the man of a million voices. The legendary Ruth Davis wrote me Without You. I've have 2 songs written by Omar Cunningham that I put out. I have a lot to be grateful for. I have my own day in the city of Houston. I got a proclamation in the city of Houston 3 years ago. There's so many things that I can say. If I stop today, I've had an amazing ride. I have
Amen.
so many awards. I have so many things to be grateful for in this whole. And I wasn't set out. I just love doing it. And it started maybe in 1988, and I lived in Atlanta. I was in a 4-female group called Sugar, and I was offered a solo deal after the group broke up. And my first husband didn't want me to take it, and I didn't take it. I just raised my kids. And then after that, of course, we got a divorce, and I raised my boys. And when I met my husband, I said, when I wrote down everything I wanted in my man and put it in my Bible, like everything.
No, you didn't do that.
I did it. And I said, this is what I want, Lord. You know, you won't, I want someone that believes in me. I love to sing, I want, Lord, please, and it was on his time. And when Howard came around, I gave him a hard time. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I was like, my boys, they're very protective. I have 4 sons, and they're very protective of their mommy. And they gave him a tough time, boy. Tough time.
and he survived that, right?
He survived. And he's still here. And now all of our kids are grown, and they moved out, and they married and things like that. And we have grandkids now, and it's just him, and we're enjoying life. Yeah, it's wonderful.
So let's go to Third Coast. You're gonna be at Third Coast when?
I will be in Third Coast August 27th. We will be shooting a music video around 12 noon. I have the San Antonio Steppers, some of the San Antonio Steppers involved. Also, DJ Pam, she's going to be there. And I have a couple of other stepping groups that are going to be there. And a couple for the show in the evening, I have a couple of guest appearances. Of course, Boss Man Music will be there. So the attire is dressy, casual. I want you to be who you are. If you want to be a part of the video, please come on out. It's going to be held at Third Coast Wings and Daiquiri at 12 o'clock. The doors will be open to shoot the video. I'm having music access to bring in the whole crew. I'm signed with them. So they're bringing the whole crew, and they're shooting the music video. And they will be down shooting the video. So it's going to be, we're just going to have a good time, and then take a break, and then come back later on that evening and jam out at the show. The first week we put the tickets on for the show, the VIPs were sold out in that first week.
Wow.
Sold them out. And we have general admission tickets that are still available. They're $10 and $15 at the door.
Will you be able to get me a ticket so I can come in and?
Oh, you know you good. Whatever. You don't need.
Because I'm gonna come there I'm gonna be. Matter of fact, my show's over at 10 a.m. So I'll be down there while y'all shooting the video and all that stuff, and maybe interviewing a few people and just talking to them and everything. Yeah. I won't be in the way.
Oh, we would love to have you there. You know, you and your wife can even be in the video if you'd like. Get your groove on.
Yeah, I would definitely. I would definitely like to join you.
Absolutely, I would love that.
And in the evening, I like to come there in the evening too.
Oh yeah, come on.
Yes. All right. So, as they say sometimes, can you hook a brother up?
Oh, he got you. He got you.
Yeah. I enjoy it. I really do. I enjoyed you today. I know you had to get up early, but I appreciate you getting up, and you did sing a little bit for us. When you was messing around.
Oh, that wasn't singing.
Yeah, I know, but we got exactly what. Trust me, people. The girl could sing. Just trust me on this one. So, any closing moments you want to shout out to anybody, or?
Oh, I want to, of course, shout out. I've done it repeatedly. My husband, Howard Harris, Boss Man Music, my mom. Shout out to everybody that has supported me through this journey, and even people that don't know me. I would just want to thank the Lord for making it possible, because without him, none of this is possible. And shout out to you for making this possible.
Oh, thank you
so much. All right. And Karaoke Didi, I love you. Thank you so much. You've been a great friend to me. Her and her husband are absolutely amazing. And I'm just ready to groove.
I see that already. And it's only Monday. It's just Monday.
But I'm on vacation.
Oh, look at you. Look at you. I'm hoping I'll be able to go on vacation one of these days. I got it coming up. I am going on vacation for a week. So I do have that going on. But, oh, man, it was just such a pleasure to talk to you today.
Thank you.
And you keep on doing what you're doing.
Okay.
And we'll keep up with you. We'll follow you. We'll do whatever we can to get the word out with you. And if you send me any information about you appearing anywhere in the United States, please let me know so I put the word out.
Okay.
And let her know that she's here, Lady Songbird. Now, wait, before we leave, where you get that nickname from?
Oh, I've been debating on whether or not I just want to get rid of the Lady Songbird, because my name is Jinda, of course, by birth, Jinda. And I said, that name alone stands great by itself. So I was thinking about dropping it, but how I got it, I was actually living in Houston, and I was singing with a band. We were a regular band, and the name of the band was Too Laid Back. I was the only female vocalist in the band, and the audience gave me that name. They just started chanting, "Songbird, Songbird, Songbird." I'm like, why are they saying that? And I had a lady that walked up to me after I finished the set. She says, you remind me of I forgot the type of bird that she says, but she says it's like a mockingbird, some bird that she said she's from Africa, and she said it was a specific bird that I reminded her of, and it makes the most beautiful sounds. And so when I got back on the stage, they introduced me as Songbird. So quickly after that, when I got with my husband later on down the road, we ended up getting a DBA, a couple of DBAs. I was first the Songbird Jinda, and then now I'm the Lady Songbird Jinda Music. Of course, you can, I got the DBA and the rights to that name because there's plenty of songbirds out there.
Right.
So I think I deemed it, and I think I guess it fits me because I do a lot of those high notes and things like that. But other than that, I think I'm gonna go back to just Jinda.
All right, Jinda. I'm glad that came up, because I was going to, that was the first question I was going to ask you, but we started talking about everything else. But I had to ask you that, let everybody know exactly, because I was hoping somebody's going to ask that question. Let me see here. Nope, they didn't.
yeah. I was just, that's how it came about. But I did not give information on how people can contact me if they do want to book me. And I forgot to leave that out. I can't go anywhere without saying that. If you do want to book me, I do travel anywhere, with or without a band. And I do have my passport, so we do go overseas as well. You can go to my website, jindaharris.com. That's Jinda Harris, HARRIS.com. It takes you straight to my page, talks about my music videos. You'll see a couple of those, my bio, and also contact information, and the contract does come up. Or you can find me on Facebook at Jinda Harris. I have 2 pages, or Instagram. IG is the Lady Songbird Jinda. That's it.
Oh, all right, Jinda. I see, wealth of knowledge right there. And I'll make sure I tag all that on my website and my Facebook page on how to get a hold of you, because it's nice to talk to somebody that's local.
Yes.
It's real nice. So if I ever see you around the crowd somewhere and I come up and tell you hi, don't look at me and say, who are you? I know you won't.
I know.
I know you won't. I know you won't. So, but it's nice to know that you are so humble.
Thank you.
You're very humble, and you don't have that big head. You know what I mean? That most stars get. They get one song, their head is big. You can't tell them nothing.
I know. Yeah. My mom always told me it's quickly the higher you go up, the harder you fall, and God can quickly pull that rug from underneath you. So you count your blessings each every day.
Amen to that. On that note, on that closing note, Jinda, we appreciate you. We love you. Keep on doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
All right. This is Jinda Harris, and it looked like it was right on time. She got a phone call.
My husband called me.
All right. All right. That's a wrap. All right. We'll talk to you, and we'll see you on August 24th at Third Coast.
27th. August 27th.
Did I say 24th?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. August 27th. My bad.
All right.
All right. All right, Jinda. See you later.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. All right. Bye.